Alright, welcome guys to the second tutorial. Here we are going to build the whole UI of the app that we are going to create. So let's get right into it, and I'll just remove this child here. So yeah, we are on the so first of all we will return a scaffold, and in scaffold we'll take an app bar. These are widgets, and in Android, in Java you can call them views, and in Dart they are called widgets. So app bar, and the benefit of using this stateful widget under this build method is like whenever you are doing something and you press save, it reloads the app and you see that black thing is gone. So now we have the scaffold, and the title that we are going to give is the text. It can in Dart it cannot be like this. This is not Java. So here we can give this Flutter, and we can take another uh, Flutter, and yes, title and the color. We can just save and see how it looks. Flutter, okay, and we have to color this, so I'll just go style. Text style is another widget that has properties that you can use. Color, colors, white, no, black. So that we have gotten. So now I'll just save this. Yep, and the background color of app bar should be white. So how do we bring this text in the center? Is we will just hover over the text widget and wrap in center. So now you will see that our uh, our text is in the middle. And now what else do I want to do? Like you are seeing this is raised a little bit. So what we have to do is we can just get rid of this by writing another property which is called elevation 0.0, and yeah, so that is gone now. So now our app looks more refined, and I have to change the text, so I would just go here. Here I'll take how do we make this like two words? Yeah, what I'm trying to do here is to add another text widget, so we can, like, color the text more beautifully. Yeah, so what I'll do here, instead I'll take a row, and let me just wrap with widget, I can say. So wrap with widget, row. The title that we are creating is going to be in row, children widget, and this all can come in here. Okay, so there we have it, guys. Again, same thing, but now you will see the change is what I'll do. I can just maybe minimize it a little bit. I want to show my phone also. Yes, here we can add another text widget. Since it's a row, so it will let us add. For now, let's just get rid of the center also. Just a little bit arranging our code. Okay, yeah, another widget that we need is, we can just copy this. Flutter news, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. There we have it, and we can color this blue. And what we can do is we can add a little bit of spacing here. Maybe that's okay, that's great. And what do we want? This is one row, right? And we want this to be in the center. So what I'll do here is I will just go to row and wrap with center. So this is not working for some reason. Maybe let's try this. No, this is also not working. Maybe just yes. So row alignment can be done by this main axis alignment dot center. So this is going to bring our text in the middle. Yeah, that's it. I can just add a note, because when you download this repository from the GitHub, you can, take a look how I have done that. So center, and yeah, this is to bring the row text in center. So our app bar is done, and after this is done, we will come to the body. So right under the app bar, body of the app is going to have a column, a container. First of all, this container will have the okay. So we'll have a container, and here what we will do is we will create a column, because we want the widgets here, the category widgets. So we are right after app bar, we are working with our widgets. Okay, and widgets for category. So what will I'll just write here, category widgets. So I'll take a column here, child, and in column we have to add widgets, and this column should have height of 70. So here we have to return a widget, okay? And whenever we are working with list of widgets that we are going to return. So if I show you going back in here, is that if I launch that app, here it's a list of widget, okay, list of like text and image widget, right? So what we have to do is we have to return this list, and we will do so. I'll just launch our previous app where it is. Yeah, this is the one that we are working on. So here what we will do is we will take a list view builder, and so here we will come later to this. So first of all, we have to create our list, the data that we want in the list. So we will create another folder. Just leave this here for now. I know you don't understand this part because obviously we need first data to display it, and then we can work on the UI. So I'll go to the lib folder and I'll create another package and name it as helper, and another package and name it as model. So first of all, I'll just create a model class, and in which we will have our category model. So I'll just name this category model. And what do we need here? We need image URL, and we need a category name, and I will create a constructor. We call this, the constructor with the curly braces is known as namespace constructor because we can pass values in it. That's done. I'll just go to the helper and I will call this category data. So what I'm going to do here is hard code the images, because for categories we know what categories that we want, right? So we can hard code the images that we like and hard code the text, the name of the categories. So whenever you want to display some list of data in form of row or column, you have to create a list and put your model inside it. So what I'll do here is, first of all, I'll just import the model that I have created. Package name is news app daily news. Okay, model, and what was the model name? Category model. Okay, so what I'll do here is list category model, category model, get categories, list category model. Okay, so this is what we have done. And now we will create a method inside this list. That will help us to fetch we can name this as categories. This method is going to help us to display our categories. And here I have created this new list in which we will add our data, and here I will also initialize my model, category model. Okay, perfect. So what we will do here is we will add the data now. So I'll just do one, and then we can, I'll just copy from the, because I don't want to like bore you with like just copying each link and all that. So I'll just copy one by one, copy all that, but I'll do one for you. Yeah. So what I have done here is category model, category name is equal to business, category model image URL, because we had created that named space constructor, that is why we are seeing this, is equals to, so I'll just take the URL from here, just guys, let's just name this thing category, so when I copy this we don't have a problem. So this is the URL that we will be using for our image. I can just, hold on, just copy this whole. So yep, so what I have done here is I can just change this. Just let me fix my code and then I can explain this. So what happened here is like you have created a new list, okay, and in that, with the help of named parameter constructor, you are adding the values one by one, categories dot add one by one. Each category is being added, and finally we will return categories. This is the list that we have returned. So our category is ready now. So what I'll do here is I'll come back to our home page where we will go in here and get our categories list. List, category model, categories, list, category model. Okay, great. Now we will use an override method. Yes, this is the method that runs only once whenever the app is launched, and this is the app where we are getting data from somewhere, whether it's locally stored or like whether it's from the server. We do all the operations in this. And what I'll do here is categories is equals to get categories, because we have created this method. If I can show you in here, right? So that's done. And what I'll do here is we have initialized our categories now. So list item count categories dot length shrink wrap true item builder this is a method that takes in two parameters, because this is the method that is going to create uh, the widget for each category. Okay, this is the method or function you can call. So what I'll do here is, now that we have the categories, how do we display them? We need a template, right? We need a template, like a design that tells us, okay, how do we display those categories? So what I'll do here is, I'll create a stateless widget, because this is just the design and we are just putting a data in it. The design is not changing. So we'll just name this as category tile. This is stateless widget, and first and foremost we will take string category name and image URL. You can name this final if you want to. We will create a constructor category name, this category name, this image URL. Okay, great. So now what we will do here is, we are going to return child let's just so we're going to return a stack widget that is going to help us, because in our, where is that app? If you see that app, in that app the text is above the image, right? So stack also helps us to place the stuff on top of each other. So what we'll do here is, we have taken the stack children widget, and what do we want here? So when I was telling you in the pubs YML that we have used a cached image, I meant was like we will use that, right? So we are going to use it here, cached image, cached network image actually, and this takes in a parameter. Image URL is going to be equal to image URL, and the height, the width of the image is we want 150, and the height of the image we want is, you can say 80, and fit is going to be box fit dot cover. So that's for our images. And now if I come back here, and if I, here we have to return a widget, right? So what we will do here is, semicolon, here the image URL is equals to categories, the list, index, image URL. So if I save this app now and go in here, let's see if we get some result. Yeah, so you see that we are getting this images. So how do we fix this? And I will tell you later why I have not taken row here but I have taken column. So the images are here, but how do we arrange them? First of all, we'll go, and scroll direction is going to be axis dot horizontal Now I'll save this. So we should be seeing images in a little while, I think, or maybe I can just rerun the app. So now the image is going to be horizontally placed. Yeah, for some reason our images have disappeared, but we can fix that. So we have to add some more things to it. Let's take this column into a container. And oh wow, wrong. Some mistake that I have done is okay. This list view builder will be inside the container. Yeah, so this was I was missing. And now what we are doing is these images are here and we can swipe among them. And what I will do here is I'll just add a padding edge insets only symmetric horizontal. Padding is dealing with the space outside of the widgets. And now here what we will do is add margin I can just give it all, and so now you will see, okay, so that's a bit too much. Yeah, and maybe we can increase the height of image maybe a little bit. So the margin we need is only for right is okay. Yeah, right margin could be 16. Yeah, now that looks a little bit better. Maybe increase the tile size to 170. Okay, yeah, so these are our images and we can easily swipe across them. And now what we can do is we can add some radius, wrap with widget, clip, rect, and border radius circular is going to be 6. So now you see our radius is being, like the images, like the corners have like a little circle. Yeah, so what we are doing here is we can I'm trying to change the color of the background of the app. Yeah, so we can change it. Yep, white is good. Okay, so now our app looks even, and I think this tutorial is long already. So what I will do is I will see you in the next one where we will display text on it and we will move further from there. Okay, see you in the next one.